Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Minish and welcome to this Minish preview. In 2010, Blizzard released Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty, a game that quickly became one of the biggest esports. On the 12th of March we'll be able to experience Heart of the Swarm ourselves, but at the moment we'll have to be happy with the closed beta. To give you an idea of what the changes are so far, I'm making this video which lists the most important ones. Not all the changes, but just the most important ones. Don't forget, this is a beta, so everything can change, and this video is only about the multiplayer because the single player isn't available. Let's get started with the Terran race. The Terrans get two new units. First of all, the Widow Mine. It's a small cheap unit that can dig in to become invisible, a perfect unit to set up a trap. The Widow Mine fires off a rocket that does enormous amounts of damage. The only downside is that the rocket has a long cooldown. The second unit for the Terrans is the Hellbat. This unit is actually a Hellion in a robotic form. The flamethrower of the Hellbat doesn't go in a straight line anymore. Because of that, the Hellbat has less range than the normal Hellion, but he can hit more enemies at the same time. The Hellbat is also a bit slower and sturdier. Other changes for the Terran race are: Reapers heal automatically but don't have grenades anymore. Medivacs get extra speed and can heal your units even faster. And the Raven's Hunter Seeker missile does more damage but only on one unit. Next up are the Protoss. New units for the Protoss are the Mothership Core, a flying unit that can be built in your Nexus. The Mothership Core is mostly a support unit. It can detect invisible enemies, you can teleport to any Nexus of your choice, and you can also give your Nexus some extra firepower with a turret. And when you finally build your fleet beacon, you can upgrade your core to an actual mothership. Next is the Tempest, a new flying unit with a huge range. Very useful against players that like to play defensive. You can compare it to a flying siege tank. They also do extra damage against massive units. The last new unit for the Protoss is the Oracle. The Oracle has more of a supportive role as well. You can use warp time to make your enemies walk 50% slower, or you can make sure that you can see what they can see, so you can grant vision. You can also attack, but then you'll use your energy. So with this unit you're actually being forced to choose between attack or defense. Another interesting change for the Protoss is that Void Rays don't need to charge their attacks anymore. And of course, after the Protoss, it's the Zerg's turn. New units for the Zerg include the Swarm Host, a unit that can't attack, but when it's dug in, it spawns 2 locusts every 25 seconds. These units are free and are excellent cannon fodder. After 15 seconds, the locust dies, but you can upgrade this to 25 seconds. The second new unit for the Zerg is the Viper. This flying unit doesn't have a basic attack, but it can influence the tide of battle enormously. They can blind enemies so they're forced into melee range, they can pull another unit towards them, and they can leech life from your own structures to regain energy. These units are ideal to break to an enemy line. Other interesting changes for the Zerg are: the speed of Hydralisks on normal ground is up. Ultralisks do less bonus damage against armored units, but their basic damage is doubled, so it's positive. And Mutalisks get extra health regen, which makes them even better hit and run units. Of course, there are other changes to the game as well, not linked to a specific race. There's the addition of clans and groups, an unranked queue, a level up system, a single button to select your entire army in one click, and last but not least, the hatchery, Nexus command center and Vespene geysers now show you how many workers each of them have. Well, that's it for the most important changes, at least in my opinion. Please don't forget that this is still in beta, so anything can change at any moment. If there are some other changes that you feel are important, feel free to leave a comment below the video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, it means a lot to me, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.